Some big breakthroughs could be on the horizon when it comes to Zika testing. Spectrum News 13's Jerry Hume went in depth about this still very timely topic.
In humans, Zika infection during pregnancy can cause severe brain damage in infants. And as the fight continues to zap this virus, a new test could soon head to hospitals. It's called D2DX, and it could help detect the viral infections. It is created with a partnership between the University of Central Florida and Orlando-based biotechnology startup Nano Discovery Incorporated. Joining us today to talk about the new developments in the fight against Zika is Davian Santana. He's the CEO of Nano Discovery. Davian, thanks so much for being here. Kind of first tell us what's the latest with Zika and the fight against this this very dangerous, scary virus for many here in Florida.
It is scary, certainly, and definitely last year it was really on everyone's mind. Mm-hmm. This year, it doesn't seem to be very prevalent, and certainly not in Florida. I don't know that we've heard of any cases yet so far. However, there are new cases popping up throughout the world. And these viruses, they typically will go through cycles, where you really need all the stars to align for these viruses to really cause what we would consider an outbreak. So basically, a little microenvironment where the virus can replicate itself easily. So we really haven't had that so far this year.
One of the critical parts of the Zika virus and contracting the Zika virus is how to detect it in yourself, and that can take days or it can take weeks, right? But you've developed some technology with the University of Central Florida called D2DX that can, I guess, turn back results in 30 minutes?
Yeah, there's a few unique things about this technology. And first of all, Zika, we've known about it since the 1960s, and it's been, slowly evolving over that time. But because the symptoms are similar to so many other viruses, it's very hard to know, what's spreading and what someone has. And so the challenges with Zika and these emerging viruses is it takes a long time for these tests to be developed. And the way that the testing's done now is very challenging. So this new D2DX technology uses nanoparticle gold and greatly simplifies the test, where we can actually make the test on a mobile device that could actually be taken to the countries where these outbreaks are occurring and get instant answers.
It can be as small as a portable printer, right? Why is that better than the machines that we have now doing the testing?
Correct. Well, the technology that we're developing appears to be more sensitive. It's a single step as opposed to right now the technology, most of the immunoassay technology relies on something called ELISA, and that requires multiple steps and hours to get done, and it requires a very large machine that typically, you'd only see at large medical centers and large laboratories.
So who's going to benefit from this? You mentioned how, it's not easily available to get the Zika test, in every country. So is it countries that in the third world that would be better benefited from this, or?
Well, ultimately we all benefit, right? Because the Zika virus, along with it wasn't that long ago we had an Ebola scare. These viruses are appearing in undeveloped countries, but eventually they make their way here. A lot of these viruses replicate in areas where we like to go on vacation, unfortunately.
And this actually could help offer diagnostics for other blood-borne diseases as well.
That's correct. Like I just mentioned, Ebola, we'll have several more methodologies that we'll be working on in the coming months.
All right, well, very important technology that you're working on. Thanks so much for being here. Davian Santana with Nano Discovery Incorporated.
Thanks.